How are you doing? Ralph here, Ralphy Customs. Yeah, a bit of a mash-up, a few little highlights of what I've been up to this week. So first up, I'm calling today Monday version 2 because yesterday was Monday and it was a fucking write-off. So, no dramas, but here we go, back in the saddle having another go today. I'm replacing this thread all thread, threaded rod we call it, fucking all thread, well, I guess it is. There you go. With some proper, going to make some proper bolts. Not bolts, the studs, I'm going to make some studs. Where have I put the fucking materials? Here we go. 2 at M10, 1 at M12. I'm going to clean up the ends of these bits of bar that I've cut. You didn't need to see me cutting them. But we're going to face them off, put a chamfer on, and then we're going to use the old tailstock die holder to cut 15mm of thread on each end accordingly. Off we go then. I'll turn the motor off because it's fucking loud when I play back the recording. So we've gone back to high-speed steel bits. Yeah, we're just going to use this one to face off the end of this. Then we're going to come back with a chamfer tool and give ourselves a 45, ready to cut the thread. So just face this off. I've got a bit more sticking out from the chuck than you'd normally have, but as I say, I've got to get in there and put a thread on it, so that'll do. Yep, nothing wrong with that. I've just dressed the tools up fresh, as you do with high speed steel. Now a bit of a chamfer, maybe a bit more. There you go. So, get the tool out of the way. I'll do that to all of them and then I'll run down with the die. So we've chamfered the edges, faced and chamfered all the ends, and I've put a little mark 15mm back from the end, which is where I want the thread to stop. So now we can just feed in the die until it grabs it. Oh, job spinning, look. Tighten that up a bit more. Try again. Yeah. Glance to that line. Reverse the way out. That's one done. Another 5 ends to go. So we just spin it round. Make sure it's fucking tight. Fucking tight. Put it in gear. Just going to increase that chamfer a little bit because I don't want it slipping. And then I'll eyeball the end, level, set my DRO to 0, go down 15mm, give myself a little relief to work to, bit of lube, because that's what separates us from the animals, and here we go. Up to that line, put it in reverse, back a route. Sorted. So there's the 3 of them, all made up, cleaned up. After we'd finished turning the threads, focus. After we'd finished cutting the threads, we just ran a file lightly over the threads to clean them up a bit. Check the chamfer was alright. Bit of an emery. and cleaned them up, ready to go in. Much better. So there they are in place. There's 2 smaller ones, a larger one. Bit of a caper, to be fair, because they were a little too snug in the frame. So we've had a skim down, we've had a clean out of the holes. This was particularly gnarly. But no, they're a lovely fit. Let's get this plate on, which is not easy to do when I'm holding the camera, but you can see how it all snugs up. Now the nuts fit on the threads that we made. Oh, dropped it. Mind me. There we go. So, wrong fucking nut. So that's that. Sorted. Front engine mounts properly. Next up, we're going to mount the Sportster tank. And it's really difficult to show you with one hand. So I'll do my best. It's kind of going to go somewhere there, look. A bit higher up at the front, so it follows the line of the engine. And now you would think that it's convenient that there's already some threaded holes in the backbone, but I don't think they're up to it. They're too small and they're just in the backbone. You know, I think what we need is an insert. I've already off camera made the bit that's going to weld on the back of the tank. Yeah, the mounting is going to go somewhere there, and I'm going to make an insert that goes in here, just like I did on the trike mudguard, and I do on every tank that I mount on top of the backbone. So I'm going to go over to the lathe, I'm going to turn a bit of steel that's going to go in there, I'm going to drill that hole out, weld it in, and we'll have an M8 thread, and that'll do for that. And there's that. Ready to bolt that on, which I've tacked in place. I'm going to try and use the original rubbers on the front there. I think that's a good way to go. So I'm going to spin up some bits, some inserts for the rubbers. Fortunately, there was some in the rear of the tank. Rubbers. No. But we've had to trim those brackets off because they're in the way. Excuse me. So we're halfway there. Fuck off. Focus. There you go, look. Well, it's got it in focus. We've made a couple of stainless top hats. They fit in the rubbers. The rubbers fit in those in the tank. And then we're going to have a bolt that either goes all the way through, or we're going to have some inserts or something. But there you go. So when it comes to the front, I've made those bushes, those stainless bushes, and I'm going to make something that fits. And I've been racking my brains to try and think of something that's going to do it and look good. And the best solution I've come up with is I'm going to cut these fucking brackets off and I'm going to relocate them lower down, right to the bottom of the tank. Yeah, and from there I can make a knobby bracket that saddles this top tube. Look, I've got loads of pictures, but it's kind of, ignore this bottom one, that was never going to work. It's kind of like a little headstock, but it's only going to have a cutout on one side, so more like the top of that. I'm going to spin this up to the right size, give it a little bit of relief, and then I'm going to take it over to the milling machine and I'm going to cut a radius out of it, 1.5 inches, so it drops over the top tube. Yeah? So all I'm going to do on the lathe is put a thread in each end and give it a bit of a clean up, and then we're over to the milling machine. Right, so the setup, focus, yeah, is that bit that I was talking about, like a miniature headstock. Look. And I've found centre this way and set the quill up on, it's not a quill, is it? But set the tool up on centre, basically. And what I've done is I've set the radius of this cutter to match the tube that it's dropping over. And I've worked out that if I machine this away until it just shows the hole inside, then we'll be bang on the right height to drop in those mounts on the petrol tank. So that's what we're just taking a nibble out at a time, nice and steady. and working our way gently in. So it's really difficult to film. I'm having to hold the camera, so excuse me for the shaker. I wanted to get you right in there, like with the action. And we're just finishing up now. That should be just about bob on. And just come out gently. Bit of a spring pass going on, not that the finish matters, because it will never ever ever be seen apart from in this video. Just loosen the camera up. And that's what we got. Give it a quick clean up and drop it on the frame. Yeah, that's nice. That worked well. Obviously I've got to clean up where it's going to be welded on, but you kind of get the picture. That sits down on the tube and catches those front mounts. Sorted. And there it is, quick look. Bob on. Next up, I'm going to narrow that mudguard down. We just need to do a bit of resurrection on the plasma first. So we've got a broken fitting. It's a water separator and pressure regulator for the plasma cutter. Look, it's fell over. No, it's blown off. I've fucking gone to use it and it's blown off and it's sheared the brass fitting off inside of the bastard regulator. So my fix, single point focus, single point fucking node, drive it in, that I'm not going to be able to do one-handed, surely. Even I'm not lucky. Oh yeah. Drive it in, and hopefully we can then grab that in the vise, which I'm not going to be able to do one-handed, and undo it. And as if by magic, we've only gone and fucking done it, haven't we? Yeah. That is a good save. Focus. So what I do is I worked out I need 2 inches out of the width of the guard. So I made myself a little jig out of the box section. I can rest the plasma in, and I can cut the top off. I can sit like this, cut the top off, work all the way around, and then lose 2 inches and trim the bit up that's left. There's my 2 inch gone. So now we've cut the 2 halves, I'll just give it a quick clean up with a sander. I'm not worried about getting a perfect edge because it's all going to be welded and ground back anyway, yeah? And what I'll do, I'll start one end and I'll get a clamp on, which I can't really show you. Can't do it one-handed. But I'll line one edge up, this end, get a clamp on and just check how it's going to fit together, get a few tacks on it and then weld away. Now it's all tacked up. The reason I had my mask up, and I did close my eyes obviously, was that fucking light, that LED trips me mask, darkens my mask so I can't see in between goes. I've sorted it, but there you go. So that's all tacked up. I'm just going to weld it now. We'll start at one end and do a few inches, move to a middle, do a few inches, move to the other end, do a few inches, and work our way around randomly. Welding away, then a good sand down, and she's ready to rock and roll. And there she is welded. The downside of the plasma is that sometimes it leads to porosity in the welds. If that was an oil tank or whatever, then I'd dress it right back before I welded it, but it's a mudguard, you know. It's going to guard from mud and be structurally well sound. So there we go. Tank mounts done, mudguard done, welded and sanded. I did a full weld around the inside as well. Left most of that on, just not the top off. Can't see it. It's not going to fail the tyre. So tomorrow's endeavour is to mount the rear guard and make the sissy bar. That'll be great. Oh, is it the more modern? So we've got the old, hey man, it's a reefer man, it's a chopper. And we've got the quite new, oh yeah, so I've got a calf race, you know, hipster. And then we've got the fucking girls up there, bless them. Thanks for watching. That's this week's update so far. A few bits and bobs on the old Triumph, a little bit of engineering, a little bit of welding. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Check out my friends in the description below. And lots of love.